Hey, we're live. How is everybody doing? We're live here on YouTube. Actually, I was able to um, what you call a TikTok live. So whenever that camera is, sometimes it's up and down, but that's okay. I'm doing a live now on YouTube. I will try my best to get to Vigo tonight, definitely. If not tonight, tomorrow night, for sure, guys. Just getting kind of getting everything kind of hooked up. Definitely get my strobe light hooked up. Just because sometimes, guys, I will use strobe lighting. Definitely, just to give you guys a pre heads up, a warning that some of my shows does use strobe lighting, and that kind of stuff like that. So welcome on in, guys, and that. So even the TikTokers. Now another thing. Also, too, I don't stay too long like I used to on TikTok Live because there's a lot of rude people coming in a lot. On top of the good people, like I got my good people, but there's been rude people coming on in, getting too judgmental, mouthy, everything else like that, trying to control the host more or less. They gotta criticize what people wear. Like it's nobody's business what you wear on live stream. That's the person's individual right and choice. Definitely. They ask too personal questions they don't need to be asking. Definitely. They'll totally hate on people because they're different. Totally. Or because they have a disability or whatever, they literally hate on them. Definitely. And that kind of stuff like that. So just be careful of that too as well. Definitely, guys, any profiles that even come across TikTok or Facebook even or even Beagle of the images of hamster or a gerbil or a groundhog, definitely, or a monkey or a gorilla, get rid of those accounts because the gerbil, the hamsters, the groundhogs are connected to what you call a gerbil hamster cult that goes around on the internet. That the total hacking operation. Anything that images a profile picture of a gorilla or a monkey is considered technically, though they're automatically identified as being pedophiles online. Definitely, so definitely, you guys want to solely block and delete those accounts automatically. Definitely. If you see any of those kind of profile pictures, guys, definitely don't waste your time on confirming those accounts. Definitely, because they're too toxic for your accounts and could harm your account in generally. So there's the update. Just let you guys know also too, guys. So anyhow, you guys can see this. It's not plugged in yet, but yes, you guys can see this is a plug to my strobe light, guys. Definitely, it's being hooked up. I do my own stage electrical. Definitely, just like that. It's done safely. Definitely. That kind of stuff. My shows, a lot of my shows I do from inside my home too as well. I'll push that in later because I don't want to jiggle the shelf. Again, to connect things up. So, like I said, guys, basically pretty soon, guys, I will be getting TikTok totally rock and rolling. Also too, I think a lot of people will be, and even getting Beagle rocking and rolling. Definitely. Again, so that'd be awesome, guys. Totally awesome. Definitely, when you guys come in, you guys leave comments. Please leave respectful comments. Don't leave rude comments. Definitely, don't like keep your opinions to yourself. If you don't like the content of the video, if you don't like the content of the video, then you do not have to watch the video. Just leave the room. Definitely, do not sit there and false report people. Do not make false accusations. Do not write rude comments. Don't start fights with people. Definitely, because I've seen a lot of that on TikTok, or people coming in, they're saying rude comments, like they're literally starting to fight with me and everything else like that. I don't fight back. I don't say nothing. But those accounts, they keep continuing to do that on TikTok. They will eventually be gone off of TikTok. Definitely, because it's not tolerated. And I don't give a fuck what Gary Fee has to say. They'll be kicked. They will be kicked off. One way or another, they will be kicked off. This is why I said so. We cannot have bullies on there friggin' going around thinking they own everybody and shooting their mouth off, everything else like that. Down in the comment section and everything else like that. When they're writing, when on a person's live stream, and they're saying rude stuff against people because they're different. Because they want to be disrespectful, or they want to be rude, or they want to be controlling, or they want to threaten people's families, or they want to threaten this person, they want to threaten that person. Definitely, these hamster cults that are going around, definitely TikTok really needs to kick them off. Definitely with those gerbil groundhog pictures, definitely guinea pig pictures, whatever. They need to be removed instantly off of TikTok immediately, ASAP, because they're a problem. Definitely. They're a hacking. They're a total hacking operation. We were already pre-warned of all that. Definitely. So just things to be aware of, guys. Definitely, because they will harm your accounts. I don't know if I can't say it's the kids that are doing anything, but because the kids are part of that cult, it automatically affects the kids' accounts. Definitely, because the adults are technically are the ones that, with those pictures, if the adults that are doing causing all the trouble on TikTok, and there might be innocent kids that are caught in the middle of all that crap. If there's kids accounts that have those pictures, I would suggest you remove those pictures. If you're planning on keeping your accounts, definitely, because those profile pictures are going to ban your account instantly. Is to remove those, change that profile picture to like to like a cartoon character like Superman, Spider-Man, SpongeBob, or something like that. Get rid of those hamster pictures, definitely, because you'll be with those kind of hamster pictures and gerbil pictures as profile pictures. When the adults with those pictures are kicked off, you'll be kicked off along with them. Because you're considered, you're automatically the kind of pictures you're supporting, what you call a hacking operation that you're probably not aware of. So be careful of that. And generally, pick some other type of picture to put up there. I know if you don't want to put a picture of yourself up there, that's fine. There's a lot of cartoon pictures like Bart Simpson, that kind of stuff like that. Lisa Simpson or whatever from The Simpsons. There's a lot of kids cartoons out there. I'm sure if you Google it, you could probably you could probably save some cool cartoon pictures or whatever for your profile pictures and that kind of stuff like that. So that way you're separated from that that hamster cult thing, from those hamster profile pictures, definitely. So basically you're protecting yourself, definitely. More or less at that. Or even if you guys are into video games like Fortnite, I'm sure you can find some video gaming pictures of Fortnite characters, definitely. That doesn't image a gerbil. That way your profile picture does not image a gerbil, groundhog, hamster, gorilla, monkey, that kind of stuff like that. Especially No super straight symbols. Definitely, that is another cult trend going around. Definitely, that's endangering people's internet service. Definitely, and that we're also apparently aware of. Um, that is totally attacking people because they're different. Especially they're attacking the LGBTQ, and that's not right. Definitely, or any of the trans communities that may be on TikTok and generally. So make sure, guys, you watch what kind of photo you pick and what kind of on carefully how if you add initials to it, what you're initialing and what you're imaging. Definitely. So it is anything disrespectful on that. Definitely. On TikTok, I showed you how my how I wear my Celtic Gypsy Warriors bandanas, guys. They're bandanas. They go around the forehead. What I do is I drape my hair out over top of it. Some people just prefer to leave it in. That's fine. But I drape my long hair over it. And yes, this is my real hair, guys. Definitely, it's not a wig. That kind of stuff like that. So I drape my hair. Like I said, I comb my hair out and drape it over the bandana. So the bandana looks nice underneath it, that kind of thing. That's what people get jealous of. Definitely. Means technically, guys, in a way, even when I'm on TikTok, especially if I'm got my Celtic Gypsy Warriors. I'll say outfit on, definitely, because that's what it is. It's an outfit. It's a regalia thing. If I've got it on, definitely. Same with my bandanas, guys. I drape my hair outwards, definitely, all the time. Sometimes I leave it in, or sometimes again, because it's getting longer, I'm starting to drape it out. Definitely. So I'm coming out a lot more, definitely. So in a way, yes, it is a form of on how I comb my hair down, definitely, guys. That so how I comb it, how I brush it, how I pull it out, brush it out. I don't mentally pull my hair out. I just actually put the bandana on to measure it. When it's tied, I pull it out over the sides, pull my hair out over the sides and over the back, definitely, to hide the bow. Now with Celtic Gypsy Warriors, guys, we do have Celtic Gypsy Warriors. Like I said, I am part Native myself. But some of the reservation Celtic Gypsy Warriors that are actually grew up on the reservations and that kind of stuff. You'll see them wear feathers in their bananas because they're allowed to, because the fact they've earned them. But if you really look at the early Celtic days, early Celtics, like the Celtics itself are native. That goes way back to Celtic Ireland and that kind of stuff. Not all of them, not the early Celtic tribes wore feathers, definitely. That kind of stuff like that. But like I said, I was born here in Canada, Ontario. I was born on Deserano Reservation because like I said, when I was 1980, Napanee was not equipped to deliver babies. When I was born, and Kingston at the time did not have a hospital. They didn't have one until 1981, 82. So my records went from Deserano to Kingston after it was built. That's all I'm allowed to say, definitely like that. But other than that, I was born in a residential hospital. That kind of stuff like that. So, and my dad's mother was Mohawk Native, but definitely. So I do have a bit of Native in me, and then the other nationality comes in because they mix married and everything else like that. My great grandparents did, and my grandfather, came from all over the place, and half my dad's family came from other places, definitely. So, ancestry wise, so there was a lot of mixed marriaging going on, definitely. Um, in our family tree, when it comes down to the ancestry end of it, um, definitely. So there was different nationalities that when I was born in 1980, I was born with, definitely. Not one specific nationality, definitely. But yeah, I just wanted to share that. So I'm not going to go too much into detail in that. But yeah, I have my different color bandanas, that kind of stuff like that too as well. I got my Celtic Gypsy Warriors vest, definitely. I've had for years. Kept always, I guess I always kept it in good shape, that kind of stuff like that. Probably a lot of people getting jealous on TikTok because I look. Now, I'm not trying to be better than anybody else or look better than anybody else. It's just me. But people are getting too hateful and jealous, definitely. Or they're seeing that because we're doing things by social media. Because no matter if the bars and the pubs are closed, I'm at home here. Some months if I buy myself, a case of beer, a case of Jack Daniels, whatever I feel like buying, definitely. And I have a good time on my live streams. They're just jealous because they can't go out and party or they can't meet with their friends. And I'm doing it without having anybody around. I've done that for years. The odd time before everything shut down, I did go to karaoke, but I was always alone when I sat by myself. And that kind of stuff like that. But yeah. But no, like I'm back, like I do a lot of stuff from at home. So if I'm going to at the same time, if I'm happen to be live doing live streaming or whatever, I'm having a good time. People are getting jealous because they cannot be with their friends during these times because the all world governments have taken that away from people, stripped those rights away from people. That kind of stuff like that. So when they see somebody like me all by myself, or sometimes they see my wife in the background, or I just on here having a good old time, they get friggin' jealous. Is what it is. Or if they see you singing karaoke at home, they're getting jealous because there's people like me that have good. I might not be smart, but I have good electrical skills, definitely. Where I know how to plug up a set of Christmas lights, definitely. I know how to hook up a strobe light. Even if I end up buying a disco ball, that'll be the next thing coming in. So definitely, these haters are gonna get more pissed off with me, definitely, because I do my own electrical for my live streams. I don't always have to rely on the filters, and definitely. But yes, I can do my shows without the filters, not a problem. Even my disappearing acts, like you see now, the one I use the strobe light filter, but in the dark, if I'm wearing black or whatever, I can pull off that trick even without the filters, and it still works. Definitely, it's everyday modern evolution of science. I can just darken up the whole entire room, definitely. But they get too jealous. Because what it is with me, it's talent, more so than anything that a lot of people don't see. These haters look at it like, or cyberbullies look at it as being foolish, crazy, stupid. Yes, I get a little retarded because of my talents and skills. Yeah, I have a disability, but I have skills because I taught myself these skills as a kid, definitely. Even though my father was never around, that kind of stuff like that. I did have uncles that taught me shit. But yeah, um, even, of course, since I was a kid, growing up as a kid, I was in Beavers, I was Cubs, I was Scouts. As a teenager, I went through Army cadets, Air cadets. I learned survival skills. So yes, for somebody growing up without having a father around, I tell you, these other groups have taught me a lot of skills that my own father should have been around to teach me, but he never did. Um, like like I said, so like I said, I became what you call very have what you call bush smarts. So technically, with or without hydro, I'm not gonna put my foot in my mouth. Like I pay my hydro bill every month. Um, but if we ever went back to the dark ages, to the dark times, and we lost all this stuff, all this nice stuff I have here, um, you know, I would survive because I would know how to survive. Definitely, I was taught how to survive in the wilderness. Definitely, I would know how to set a campfire if I ever had to outside to cook on. Whatever. I'm not going to do that because nowadays, there's all these government laws, which is stupid, which is not right. But this is the way things are today. Definitely. Um, but yeah, compared to what I was taught, even in the 1980s, before they made it mandatory, you have to have permits to actually, when you're out camping, before you go camping, you got to apply for a campfire permit, or you can't even light that campfire to cook with. Definitely. You know, and if you really look at my, somebody like my grandmother or my Celtic native history, definitely in my ancestry, it's their land. They they are used to, using campfires to survive, to eat off of, to cook off of, to live off of. So they're smart, because they know how to live off. They used to know how to live off the land. Definitely, they knew how to survive. That's what they call. If you really want to get into it, I really don't much. The colonization end of it all is, if you really look at it, or the whites, or what they would identify as the white supremacy race, people are so jealous of, because a lot of them wouldn't know how to survive without today's hydro or whatever. They wouldn't be able to survive in the wilderness, not even for 2 days. Without going nuts, because they would want their plug-in barbecues. They would be looking for their what you call household plug-in stoves and refrigerators. You know, um, they'd wind up a storm. They'd be like big babies. They'd go nuts, to the point that they would actually end up dying of starvation, and dehydration, because they wouldn't know what to do. Now, I'm not saying there's not some of them, that might have been through World War I or World War II, that might have been World War I, World War II veterans, have been veterans that would have been taught survival skills, that would know that amongst their crew. But again, that's the older veteran. Would have been like if my grandfather had been still around today. Grandfathers would have been still around today, and the grandparents or their grandparents were still around today. They would, that generation would know how to survive in the wilderness, totally. Like I was taught growing up, definitely. With scouts, cadets, everything else like that, out in the bush combat and that kind of stuff like that. Survival, that kind of stuff like that. Basic bush first aid, everything else like that if needed. I cut myself shaving up in my forehead tee, but that's okay. So like I said, yes, the veterans, or they served in our militaries. Yes, they would know how to survive. They'd be like me. They would know how to survive. Definitely would be taught how to survive. They would have been taught, like as kids too, in cadets, or if they were in cadets, if they used to be in cadets, scouts, beavers, cubs, they would have been taught the same thing I was taught. Definitely. and would use it, definitely. um would know how to use it in the when needed, definitely. um but then there's people out there that get so jealous because they don't have that training, because when they were growing, as like this generation of kids today are not taught that, definitely. Even if they are being taught it, they don't listen. That's why they don't know what to do when a crisis happens. um, they don't know what to do if the power goes out. uh, you know like we, again, like there's times with bad storms, we get power outages, that kind of stuff like that. This generation kids, when they'd panic, they get upset because they can't, you know they're so used to their internet, whatever, they wouldn't know enough to light a candle or whatever, because they were not taught proper survival, that kind of stuff like that. Or if they were taught, people tried to teach it, they probably were too stubborn to listen anyhow. um they're so addicted to their video games, everything else like that. This generation, it's a more of a lazier generation because they rely on technology too much. Like I said, it's a digital technology generation. It's not like the generation that I grew up in. um, that wasn't digitalogged. It wasn't a digital electronic generation. We had for electronics, we had cheap TVs, we had VHSs and tape decks, and that's all we grew up with. We didn't even see computers and CDs until what? Until I was even about 16. Definitely until I went into high school. Um, but yeah, um, we didn't see that until then. Um, and then from there on in, the times changed. Technology grew. It got bigger and bigger. More fancier stuff came out. Laptops came out. Touch screens came out. Touch tone phone. The touch tablet phones came out. iPhones came out. Laptop computers come out. iPads, iWatches. Um, wrist watch computers came out. Wristwatch phones come out. Bluetooth. We had cell phones when I was growing up as a kid, but when the cell phones first came out, they weren't as fancy as they are today. They were kind of the pull up aerial in them, and you had to flip open the door, and you had actual push buttons on them. Definitely. And the cell phone rates weren't as expensive as they are today. Um, they were fucking cheap. Um, Pardon my language on that one. It's not like how expensive, how much of a money grab it is today to own a cell phone. Like it's expensive, definitely. Um, you're paying an arm and a leg. You're paying all these taxes. Back those days, we didn't have back in the 1980s and 90s. We didn't have all these taxes that we see today. When we got introduced to taxes. The idiot that introduced us to the very first tax that came out, because before Mulroney was in office, we'll go back that way. Everything was one. Everything didn't have taxes on it during the 80s and the early 90s until the middle of 1990s, like 1995, 1996. Mulroney introduced us to the first tax, which he was the prime minister at that particular time of Canada. And he introduced us to he slapped us in the face with the GST. We only had one. We Even before the PST, we didn't have no taxes on nothing, food, nothing, clothing. You could buy clothing at a flat rate price. Then the first tax we started seeing was the PST. Mulroney hit us with that. Then he slapped us in the face with the GST. And then after all the generations of prime ministers had, then we got hit with the HST. back in the early 2000s. Definitely. This is what I said. And then now we're getting hit with more fucking taxes. With funky names. Nobody knows where the hell they're coming from. But yeah, I'm not going to get too much into that. Definitely. So that's kind of how the time cycle is always changing, because we're in what you call a dialogue digital generation now. Definitely, where everything is all done by computers. You can go live. You don't even have to have a video camera anymore. All you have to do is pay for internet. Boom, you got YouTube Live. You got Facebook Live. You got Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. I got to reinstall it, by the way, into my computer. I try to pick it up on in my base computer, because my phone, the app in my phone is blocking my TikTok camera from filming my TikToks, definitely. So I'll have to put Instagram into my desktop somehow. But that's okay. We got Bigo Live now, that kind of stuff like that. So technology is up live. Technology, guys, is totally changing like crazy. Definitely. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that in the margin, guys. Definitely, I want to. Again, sometimes my speech is not that clear. Like I said, guys, I've had a couple injuries growing up and that kind of stuff like that. Like I said, I lost my long-term memory a long time ago. Sometimes it's hard for me to remember stuff. I get flashbacks now and then, but hey, I'm used to it. I do pretty well for myself, that kind of stuff like that. Also, too, guys, feel free to follow me on TikTok if you guys join TikTok at Gypsy Rover Tea Playing, guys. Definitely same as I am on Facebook. I'm talking about Facebook. I check my Facebook messages sometime. Same with my Instagram. Definitely. Sorry. Pretty soon, the chess games will be picking up. Definitely. Also, too, you guys can follow me here at Love Lifetime Nightlights. Is my YouTube channel, guys. Definitely. Awesome stuff. Definitely, guys. If TikTok gets too like I said, I'm not going to quit TikTok, but if it gets too bad, too out of control, then yes, I'm strictly going to stick with just Bigo and YouTube Live. Definitely. It is people do not need to be very cyberbully-ish like that. Like, like I said, it is turning again. It's turning a lot of us good people away from there. Definitely. But I'm holding in there. Like I said, I'm not going to let that run that off. I'm not going to let that run me off there. Definitely, because I enjoy going on TikTok. You're never too old for TikTok, even though the starting age is 12. But for TikTok, but for Bigo, guys, definitely it is 18 and above. Definitely. But I'm just saying is if TikTok gets way too bad, I said before I even go live on TikTok, I watch other people's live streams to see how they're coping with people. And if I hear that and I see that people getting too bad, then I will refrain from going live because I know what kind of how bad it's getting. Definitely, depending on the day and hour too. The days and hours, definitely. So I have to look when that's convenient or safe to go live. Definitely. Now we had like the last few times I went live on TikTok's been pretty good. We've had a few haters come in, not as bad as I had, not as bad as they were around Christmas time. Definitely, that kind of stuff like that. Again, or Halloween, especially definitely Halloween night. We had a whole army full, definitely, of trolls and haters coming in my life, telling me what to do, how to do stuff, getting rude, getting perverted. There was also a whole army of pedophiles coming in too, starting their sexual actions against me, that kind of stuff like that, or saying sexual perverted stuff. That is never ever called for on any platform, guys. Definitely to be talking like that in any comment. Oh, sorry, guys. And yet the owner of the abs, the cybersecurity see these people writing that stuff. They do not do nothing about it. They let it go on. So they're not really securing anything. Definitely. Every time I report those accounts, I get bad feedback from the ab owners saying they're not violating any community standards or guidelines, but really they are, because TikTok itself likes to contradict their contract too much. So they'll write certain things in their contract agreement, terms and conditions, and then when you actually report certain accounts for breaking them, that are actually breaking them, they don't do nothing about it because they say, oh, they're not breaking no terms and conditions. I'm like, hello, that's where you just violated your own contract. You're lucky you're not. I felt like right on saying, you're lucky you're not in Canada here running a business here in Canada, because if you're running a business here in Canada, you did that, you'd be sued in court. Definitely. Because a contract is considered a legal documentation. No matter if it's online or once it is publicly vile or posted, and you have members joining your ab or website using it, they're using it under your terms and conditions. We're using it under your terms and conditions and agreeing to your contract and good standards, and people are getting on there and they're violating that, and then you say it's not. The ab company says it's not a violation. If you were a Canadian owned ab, you'd be in shit by the courts for violating your own contract. Definitely. You'd actually, as a business owner, your actual business license would be stripped and taken away from you, and you'd be facing a good $15 million fine. Definitely. This is why I said TikTok does not understand it. They're lucky they are where they are, and they get away with shit like that. But I'll tell you, if they were here in Canada, if it was any radio station running that kind of agreement here online in Canada, from Canada, anywhere in Canada, Ontario, or any province, our Canadian laws would state that you be in shit for violating or contradicting your own contract that you wrote up, that you publicly post. You could be sued and nailed for false advertisement. Generally, for posting false information on the internet. Definitely. Even if you're an online radio program station like TikTok is. Definitely. You definitely be in a lot of hot water. Indefinitely. This is what I said. This is not what they're aware of. They're lucky that they're owned by an American company, where they're in a country where, yes, they have the amendment C that they can pull to cover their ass. But yeah, this is what I said. But guys, if that business was owned by Canada here, definitely shit would be different. Totally different. It probably wouldn't last this long. It would probably technically would be totally, the company would be sued, and definitely the actual ab of TikTok itself would be taken down off the internet generally, and nobody would have access to it. It wouldn't be allowed to channel through. It would be instantly removed. Definitely. and stripped off the internet because they would lose their actual licensing. Definitely, the company would. Just advise you guys. That's the way we. This is the way what would actually happen here in Canada if it was a Canadian owned business company that owned it. And they violated their own contract like that, and and did that kind of false advertisement. Definitely, they'd be gone right off the internet and generally. It'd be out of business. Out of business. Caplente. Adios. Down the toilet. Gun. Bye, Felicia. Definitely. Because our Canadian, if it was owned by a Canadian company, radio station, all those haters on there or those trolls would have been off there a long time ago. Definitely. It was Canadian owned. Definitely. That's how we know these apps are not Canadian owned. Definitely. Because there would be no TikTok app, so they can keep creating accounts, because the whole entire app would be removed from the actual internet database. It would be shut off and out of business. No longer in existence. Definitely. So yes, Canada would have a United States problem day. So that's what I said, guys. They're just lucky they are where they are, so that they can still channel through. Definitely. And that's why they get away with not dealing with these trolls on there and these bullies on there. Definitely. When people do report them and nothing gets done with them, because it's owned by the states, and the company in the states allows that kind of thing. These app owners like Mark Zuckerberg, that's America, that live in the States or wherever they're living, or whatever part of the world that they're living in. Lots of shit go on. That kind of stuff like that. So, and then innocent people like myself get shadow banned for no reason. We lose our accounts for no reason. Definitely. Lately it's been pretty good. It's only been for what, 30, 20 days, 24 hours, that kind of stuff. Not long. Or in some people's cases, they haven't done anything wrong. Automatically they're getting false messages scamming false messages from TikTok stating they're in violation of community guidelines and standards, bullying and harassment, when they're not doing anything. They're not doing anything to nobody. To keep like myself, to keep themselves on there. They don't interact with too many people. But then there are people that come in the comment section that write rude sexual shit, or pedophiles get on there and write rude or sexual shit to people like me, or somebody who's different. People like Gary Vee are keeping them on there. They're keeping them on there. They're allowing them to have internet service. That kind of stuff like this. Those kind of people are not being dealt with. They're not being taken off. But yet, when it comes down to innocent bystanders like myself, we're falsely being accused of shit we don't even do. People don't even know us from a hole in the fucking ground. Definitely, all they see us is on a TV screen. And definitely, in a plastic bubble. So they're quick to accuse, they assume, especially if they see that the person is a disabled person or has somebody like myself that has a disability. Now, people have different disabilities. Not everybody's disability shows, but they have a disability. I have a disability, but mine doesn't show physically, but some can't help it. It does. And they can't help that. That's just the way they were born. But there's haters that get on there and they're shadow banning their accounts. They're canceling out their accounts because they have a disability. They're being total assholes. They're being pricks. They're falsely reporting people. like I said, I don't do stuff like that because I have a disability myself. And when I go after, honestly, go after these people, their accounts for doing that, I get bad feedback from the company that says I have to stop reporting them because they have rights to be on here. And that they're not violating no guidelines and terms and conditions. When they are bullying, they're saying stuff. They're calling people retarded. They're doing it right in the comment section. They're creating audio where they're making fun of disabled people. Shit doesn't get done. Totally does not get done. But it's us innocent people that are spreading positivity and that kind of stuff like that. Good vibes that get attacked. Definitely. That's totally not right. And also too, again, I'm not against what different groups are standing for, I grew up with multicultural people, that kind of stuff like that. I respect them just like they respect me. Like I'm part Native myself. My wife is part Native, but we don't get in the middle of, getting on there and, telling somebody off because their skin color is a different color. Or as far as that part of it, I'm not gonna get into any other detail. King Adrian, he does enough. Enough of that. Definitely to the point. He's just pissing everybody off. Definitely. But yeah, this is so funny. And I understand what's going on with this pandemic, what's going on in the world. That's happened, 100 years ago, was happening all over again. And it shouldn't be. And this is all started since 2016. Because the United States decided they're going to elect the wrong person for to be the head of their country at that time, and that's how all this shit started. Definitely, but I'm not going to get into that because, like I said, my platforms don't focus on that. Like I said, I don't want to powwow breaking out in the comment section. But yeah, I'm healthy one of that. But yeah, so that's basically, if you want my opinion of it. But yes, I don't get into with my pages. It's about enjoying myself. My platform is about enjoying myself. Providing more or less spooky, paranormal, fun comedy at times, comical comedy, karaoke. I kind of from at home because we got nothing else better to do because we're stuck at home and can't go out anywhere unless we have to for essential needs. We can't visit people. People can't come to visit. We can't go to a bar. We can't go to karaoke. So what else is there left to do? And there's a lot of people like myself that have a disability. I was born and raised in Ontario, Canada here. I told you where I was born, and that kind of stuff like that. But yes, I also have a heritage. I also have I have a mixture of nationalities and heritage that I am proud of. But when I'm live on TikTok and like, let's say if I'm dressed up or whatever, really that's nobody's business to sit there and call you out on that. Definitely. And that kind of stuff like that. Like me, I've got just my vest, my bandana, my Celtic Gypsy Warriors bandana and vest. It's in a culture for me. Again, the bandana is not a war bonnet. Just because I comb my hair out over top or lap it over top my bandana, people have to criticize and judge and start shit. Definitely. Like I said, it's my real hair. Draped over the bandana. Some people just choose to tie their hair back with it. Some people actually let their hair out over top of it. Like me. Or they bitch because somebody's wearing a mask. Definitely. In these times, yes, we have to wear masks. It's mandatory. It is by law. no matter where you are in the world. If you walk into these days, you walk into a store. Now, in the 1980s, in the 90s when I was growing up, if you walked into a bank with your face covered, yes, you'd be arrested and accused for robbing a bank just for wearing a mask. You identified as being a bank robber. They were afraid you're going to hit them up. Today, you walk into a bank, you have to wear a mask to cover your face because of the pandemic virus going around. If you don't wear a mask in the establishment has the right to call the police on you and lock you up and take you away for not wearing a mask. Same thing that's going to start happening pretty soon, and it's already been said by our Ministry of Health that those that refuse to get the vaccination will not be allowed into any stores. They will not be allowed in any concerts, any events when they start back up, not even in a bar, not even in a doctor's office. You won't be allowed to do your grocery shopping, nothing. Again, it'll be like the anti-mask system. They will be charging you. They'll be taking you away. Definitely. They'll be locking you up. Even though it's your choice not to get vaccinated, they will not want to risk you around other people. Possibility people, it could cause people to lose their apartments, everything for not being vaccinated. This is all the times we're going to be facing. This is what I'm sensing or seeing or hearing. Also hearing by our Ontario ministry itself. Now, this is the way it is in Ontario. Now, I heard it already started in the States. Some parts of the States have gotten that bad. Ontario is going to get just as strict. So no matter where you go in the world, it's going to get bad. It's going to get strict. Definitely. This is why like there is now, if it is a case where your doctor refuses you from getting the vaccination because you have health issues like seizures or that stuff like that, then it's up to your doctor to write to the federal government to get you a medical clearance card that they're talking about that they're going to have for people that only if they are honestly refused, their doctors refuse them to give them the vaccination, then they will get a card from the federal government, can get a special separate card from the federal government stating why you cannot be vaccinated. That you will have to show proof. That way they don't consider as it being an excuse. So you'd have to get a letter from your doctor to take to the federal government and get a special card from the federal government to clear you to go into a store. Or other than that, you'll be disbanded. It means you'll be banned and removed totally for not even getting the vaccination. That doesn't still mean that if the mask policy is still in place, doesn't mean that you can take your mask off and walk around like you're Superman. Definitely. No, that policy will still be in place. Definitely. Because like I said, apparently so far different areas, the way I'm hearing, the way I've seen it, watched the the updates on stuff on the different zone colors. If you depends where you are. If you're in the green, you're in the red, you're in the orange, the purple, the pink, the blue, whatever, the black. It goes by on how your cases are definitely in your area or district. I know right now because where I live on the South Bruce Peninsula, we're actually in the green. Definitely right now. Not saying that those color assignments cannot be changed at some point in time. Guys got to watch that because the government can change those at certain times around if certain cases start rising high enough again. I know where I grew up in Peterborough, Ontario, is definitely has been red flagged. Definitely, it is declared a hot spot for COVID. I still talk to some friends of mine down there and definitely online, and they said it's very bad in the city of Peterborough. Toronto, if I'm not mistaken, is like Peterborough would be like Peterborough. It's red flagged. It's in the red zone. Now some places are in the orange. I don't know what the yellow and the orange or the other colors, the blue, all those different colors mean definitely. But I do know the green means we're pretty much all right now. Red means totally things are not all right. It means that cases are very bad. And that the fact that it just means that they're going deeper and probably could go deeper into a more heavier lockdown than anything. If our premier decides to push it, definitely, our prime minister decides to really push it. It just means that their cases are too high. Numbers. Definitely, and not in those certain regions or districts. Every district is different and that kind of stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm just saying this without getting into any heavy politics. Definitely, as much as possible. As far as the other colors in between, I didn't get a chance to read what they meant, what all the colors meant, but I do know that green means that we're okay, somewhat. But septical, it says septical color zones can change. The red, the people that are down like totally in Toronto, if they're in the red, like Peterborough, Ontario is in the red. It's not good. It's not good at all. Definitely. It's restrictions are heavier. The cases are too high. Definitely than they should be. That means your death rate is very, very high risk of losing people. That's what that means. Definitely. So far, like where I am, guys, we're in the green. So technically, I'm not saying that is never going to change, but still, we're still being cautious. Definitely. We're still not letting tourists in. Definitely. Maybe they are. I don't know. They got to be stupid if they are. I hope they don't this summer. Definitely. Especially if they're coming from hot zones, because if they're coming from hot zones like Toronto, we're fucked. Definitely. Montreal, Quebec, I think, is in the red. If I'm not mistaken, they might be or might not be. I'm not too sure. I haven't been talking to my cousin Tony lately online. He hasn't been responding back, so I don't know. Usually he keeps me updated on everything down there at his end. Definitely. How things are down there, definitely. Like we can't even travel there right now. That's because there's non-essential traveling. But that's why I said once they're clear to let people back in and they clear up, and we're 100% okay. We're 100% vaccinated and okay to visit. And they're 100% vaccinated and cleared over everything, and vaccinated and visit. Then yes, I may consider going down to spend a couple, go visit my cousin for the weekend or something like that. Because I haven't seen him since I was 3 years of age. So I even forget what the hell he freaking looks like. Definitely. Definitely. I don't know. He might be, I don't know, who knows? He might be a Mrs. by now. I don't know. He could have transitioned from male to female. I wouldn't know it. I'd be okay with it if he did. I haven't seen him since I was 3 years of age anyways. So I have no idea what I'd be okay with whatever, the way he is today compared to when I was little. Wouldn't bother me any. I'm still his cousin no matter what. He's still my cousin. Or even if he's a she now, she's still my cousin. Definitely. That doesn't change. Totally. That part of it doesn't change. Do you think I'm going to reject my family because they go through changes? No. People will go through changes. It's normal. Like even if my time comes to transition, and I go through something like that and come out that way, I'm not going to It would not want my family to reject me. My father would, because he's transphobic to begin with. He's a transphobic asshole at times, but I'm not going to go that route. But yeah, because again, he's a trumpet super straight or stupid, super stupid. If you want to put it that way, at times, definitely, because he come again. He was, like I said, he walked out on me when I was 3, so he don't have to say. I was never under his custody anyway, so he don't have to say what I do with my life. Definitely, if I wanted to throw myself off a bridge tomorrow or tonight, he would not have that say. Definitely. Trust me, guys. No, I'm not. I'm not going to go and do that. Don't worry, guys. I'm fine. Definitely. I'm keeping myself safe, but I'm not going to go do something that far as that level of doing that, something that stupid. Definitely. I know better than that. But yes, but if I ever got to a depressive point to that point, yeah, no, I wouldn't tell. I don't tell him everything I do in my life, because it's none of it. The way I would put it, it's none. Yeah, his business. Yeah. Okay, that's the way we put it in that kind of a language. I'm a type of person, I do what the fuck I want to do with my life. Nobody tells me what to do or how to do it, where to go, and how to do it. I tell you, it's the other way around. I tell you where to go and how to do it and how to fuck off. That's the way it should be in this world. Definitely. So, like I said, when it comes down to my side of the fence, I'm God. Get used to it. Even though that I may not be that holy at times, I never was. Yeah, I grew up in a Christian. I went to church as a kid. I got, left it, definitely. And of course, my dad was a Seventh-day Adventist minister, so technically half the bullshit you put up growing up in a freaking church, I'll tell you. You get so sick of it. You get so sick of that crap so much. Definitely. Always having religion crammed down your throat 24 hours a day. Definitely. But I'm not saying that I disrespect the Christian community, but they disrespect everybody else, because they got to be homophobic, they got to be transphobic. They don't know when to shut the fuck up half the time. Oh yeah, that's nice. They find Jesus, but they never shut the fuck up about it. Definitely. They got to push it all on other people. That's where it starts a fucking powwow. Because, like I said, today you got atheists out there. You've got mixed different backgrounds. They don't want to hear that. Not everybody wants to hear that shit. I'll tell you. They probably actually set your holy Bible on fire right in front of you. Most of these groups will. They won't give a damn. I'll tell you. Or they're probably you probably piss them off to the point to probably set you on fire along with it. I wouldn't doubt it. Times aren't safe. Definitely. So you might as well get up you might as well get yourself a backup profession. Definitely. If you're heavily into Christianity, definitely make sure that you paying into a good life insurance policy for sure. Definitely, because you're going to need it. You're going to be going around pushing religion on people. I'll tell you. You're signing your damn death warrant. You don't even know it. That's why I said today, guys, is too dangerous for that crap. I'll tell you. Yeah, people respect them to a point, but they go too far. Definitely. You're stepping on the wrong toes, Cookie Monster. Definitely. But yeah, not saying that to be mean. I'm just telling you the truth how it is today. Definitely. Like I said, we're mixed today. There's people are different. People have got mixed beliefs. They've got it's all right. They come from different backgrounds. There's a lot of people like myself that have grown up in Christianity that got away from it because we didn't like to hear that these groups, all they did would put down people because they're different, or put down other denominations, or cutthroat other groups, or get racist towards different people's religions. Definitely like that, or backgrounds. I couldn't handle listening to that crap. Definitely. Because me as an individual person was not raised like that. Definitely. To be like that. This is what I said, because when I was growing up as a kid, I was taught to respect everybody equally for their differences. Definitely. So no matter what you are, I was the type of person that would always be friends with you or respect you for your differences. Definitely. And yes, a lot of people hated me for it too growing up. Definitely. I know I got, as a kid, people attacked me or beat me up because of, I was friends with somebody where their parents came over from a different country, but the kids were born here. That because they were of a different skin culture or whatever. Even when I was a kid in high school, I went to school with LGBTQ kids. They were okay. They were good friends to me. I didn't care where they were coming from. I was in a class with kids that were actually transgender kids. It didn't bother me any. They were all right kids to me. They were friends. They were what you call your real friends. Definitely, no matter where they were coming from, background, I got along with them just fine. We hung out, everything, we ate together. Half of them, we all went to Army Cadets, Air Cadets together. And yes, when we were in Army Cadets together, the transgender community kids were not discriminated, by the way, to use the public bathrooms. He used it like it or not. He didn't give a shit. And that's a good way to be, definitely. But no, nobody ever discriminated the kids, definitely. That were of those communities that you are seeing a lot of today. And that more so today. You see, but even back those days, yes, you would see it, but not as much of it, not less of it. But they're humans. They have to use the washroom. Like, come on, like, what do you want them to do? Piss and shit in a bucket? Definitely. Or what you want them to do? What, piss and shit on the restaurant floor in front of you? So the food service people have to go clean it up? Think twice before you discriminate. Definitely. Like washrooms are human need facilities. Like, no matter what level of standards they're at, definitely. And like it was pretty bad. Like when I was even self-advocating for people with disabilities weren't allowed to use public washrooms because people would start shit or cause trouble. They were treated just like the LGBTQ community or the trans community. The people with physical disabilities couldn't go in to use the fucking washroom. Definitely. Without being harassed. I remember that. And when I was with People's First, we ended up self-advocating for people with disabilities because of that issue too. So like, no matter what, like I said, guys, you guys got to learn to be accept people equally for their differences. Everybody's different for a reason. They don't always have to be like you. Definitely. That kind of stuff like that. Or what you say go, type deal. Life's not like that, definitely. Just wanted to address that, guys, definitely very strongly on that. But yeah. But when I was in cadets, yes, everybody had the rights, same rights as everybody else did. Definitely. We would not, our sergeants wouldn't even allow that kind of harassment with our cadets. Even when I became a sergeant in cadets, I would not even allow that kind of harassment amongst my cadets. Definitely. And I taught, and when I was in Army Cadets at 14 years of age, I taught boot camp. Definitely. And I didn't even put up with that behavior. If any of my cadets were having a problem like that because they were different or they were of any of those communities that I mentioned, you know, I I used to step in all the time, and the people that were causing the problems, I would tell them off or have them down on their faces doing push-ups or sit-ups, definitely, or cleaning the shitters, um, totally. I'd put them to friggin' work. Definitely. I would not. I was a hardcore sergeant. You wouldn't want to know me then. Definitely. I'd put their asses to work for that. Definitely. Um, for being like that. Like totally. Or I would humiliate them. I would humiliate them. They got it with me. They got away with nothing. Nothing. I was a hard ass when I was in cadet. Sorry, guys. Definitely. My hair was shorter at the time. I didn't have long hair because uniform regulations, the sideburns had to be off, hair had to be cut. Um, we weren't allowed the hippie hairdos. Definitely. Um, we had even when it came down to the female cadets, they weren't even allowed to have long hair. That was before they started allowing them to have them in the putting them up in a buns. No matter if you're male or female, sorry, no long hair allowed. You had to cut it above your ears and off your neck. Um, so nobody knew who was who. Um, it was uniform regulation. Um, definitely. Um, that didn't start till the bun situation didn't start till after um, until after 1997. Definitely, but all depending on what kind of what cadet unit you were in, or district you were in. Now, other districts always had their hairs. The female cadets were allowed to have their hair in a bun, or Chinese bun, and that kind of stuff like that, if you want to call it that. But my district that I was in for Peterborough, Ontario, Peterborough region, no, the women were the girls were just like the boys, hair off the back of the neck, no ponytails, no Chinese buns allowed, short hair, sideburns off, strictly short hair. That was it. Um, regulation was totally different, definitely. When I was growing up. Well, basically more so it went by your district, definitely a region, your cadet region or district, what they were going to allow, what they weren't going to allow, more or less. But yeah, but just to let you guys know, even then, we didn't have internet, how we handled physically people like that were trans homophobic people. When we were in cadets, how we treated those kind of cadets. Definitely, we humiliated the shit right out of them. They didn't like us. Definitely. Totally. We totally humiliated their asses in public for acting like that. I'll tell you. Or picking on somebody because they were different. They got picked on. They got the worst end of it. But that's how we were when we were in cadets. This generation, I don't know what they're like. This generation in cadets, that kind of stuff like that. I'm too old for that. I grew out of that a long time ago. And the youth end of department of it, anyways. Like I said, I didn't qualify for the actual military, but came close to it. But in the cadet department, the youth department, I don't know what the source of discipline is today with that, but I'll tell you, when I was in cadets, I'll tell you, we were strict, hardcore sergeants, NCOs. They used to call us a bunch of nincompoops. But yeah, but that's how that lifestyle when I was a kid. Definitely, we didn't have all this internet stuff, but yes, we used to emulate them right back for doing that. Definitely, but yeah, um, but yeah, that's how we used to handle situations back those days because we didn't have internet to video stitch people. We didn't have that technology, and now I'm older, we do, but as when I was growing up in the 1980s and 1980s, we didn't have that kind of technology. Definitely. That's why I said that was always weird. Definitely. Not like how easy, like I was saying, not like how easy this generation of teenagers would have it today compared to when I was a teenager. I'll tell you. We didn't have it so easy. Definitely. But um this what I said. So like we like again, guys, we're in new generation times, guys. Where humanity is changing, definitely. Like I said, it's going to be expected of, and it needs to be respected because, like I said, you're gonna see a lot more. You're gonna see again. You're gonna see the trans community grow and grow and grow, because more and more men are going to transition, go through transitioning. Saying there is a lot of women that are going to go through transition. So one day, actual natural born um, male gender at from signed birth, or female gender signed from at birth, naturally will not be a thing anymore. We're going to come into a new society where it's all going to be trans men and trans women. Um, the times are going to change, definitely. Um, we're starting to see that, or we're going to, because our technology is so high. You're going to see you're going to see that technology get bigger. You're going to enter into also what they call a cloning industry or a cloning generation, human cloning generation. So like human transitioning from male to female, female to male is going to be a very big thing in the next few years because technology is so high enough. Um, the medical science is able to do it. Even in the next few years, you're going to see legalized human cloning. You're going to see a lot of that. Um, they're going to do it to fight off illnesses, to fight off diseases. Um, so basically, it is going to be a medical technique that seems to be working. That is going to cure stuff like cancer and that kind of stuff like that. Heart disease, that kind of stuff like that. Even is going to cure a lot of things. Everything down to people with mental health. It's going to bring the mental health capacity right down. We're seeing these times approaching, definitely, where it's going to grow. It is going to grow. There's no longer going to be no such thing as being straight. Definitely. We are going to be coming into those times, and there's not going to be no such thing as this super straight crap either. Definitely, it is a movement. The trans movement is going to actually take over the whole entire world. Either between them or us natives are gonna, one way or another, we're gonna take over the world. Um, there's no stopping it. Um, you know, um, one way or other, there's going, our technology is so high. Um, it is what they're going to declare as what they call a new world order, of humanity. Totally, of a new organization of the human race itself, done by medical evolution science, definitely. Um, that has secretly been going on for years, but is now slowly coming out of the closet as being a success, and has not failed. Totally. Um, just by the studies of it, definitely. So basically, these are things, guys, you need to really start being alert, and also respecting, totally, people's differences, um, and that kind of stuff like that. Because one day, the whole entire world, it is going to be a transgender world and a human cloning world generation, that we're coming into. And this is things that people are going to have to start getting used to, because one way or another, one way or another, we are all going to be transgenders. Um, it is actually scientifically proven. Um, there is not going to be no more of this birth stuff. The world is changing. It is changing into what you call a new world order of humanity, a whole new earth, a whole new world order, a whole new world organization, is what they're declaring it, more or less. So also too, on top of that, is also going to be a robotical order too, as well, of machinery and technology. So, like I said, guys, it is going to change. It's going to have a quick, fast change that's going to slap you in the face when you're least expecting it. Totally. So to those people that are putting out rude comments because somebody's different, it is one day, basically everything's going to change around you, and you're going to be in a world where it is all going to be different. The human race itself is all going to be different. It's not going to be natural born genders. It will be a transgender world. It will not be a straight world. It'll be the way it's supposed to be, definitely, or it should have been since the beginning of time, has started. A lot of people do not understand this. This is the direction we are going, definitely. Um, that means like your actual birth, your gender that you're born with at birth will no longer be a thing, definitely. Look, if you guys seen what was going on TikTok with the plastic potato heads at the toy stores, um, that should give you some sign and hint. Um, Definitely. And it is a good change, definitely. But we're gonna, like I said, with our everyday technology and science. Even my cousin Tony was telling me this too, and he's a brain neurologist. He's a doctor. But yeah. This is what we are going through. So like I said, guys, you guys got to start respecting. And when you guys are saying shit like, oh, there's not going to be no more of this and that, yes, there will be. With the trans community, yes, there will be, because they're the ones that are taking over the world itself. They're the ones with the medical science and evolution that is going to declare the new world order. That's going to enter into the new world order, because that's what you see is what our human life is going to be existing of, not by choice, definitely. This is what I said. So like I said, it will be a robotical world. It'll also be a transgender world. It will be a cloned world, definitely. It is not going to be the way humanity is today, with being natural born as naturally born male or female, naturally. Everything's going to be a transgender world. It means it's the community of it is going to grow. It means nobody's going to be straight. We'll be all living in one whole new world order. So you might as well start respecting what you see around you, people's differences, that kind of stuff like that, and understand which way science is going with this. Totally, which way is our science and evolution is changing every day. And how our biological, whatever you call it, your dialogue or your biological clock is changing you, definitely. That kind of stuff like that. So understand basically the times we're in now and the times we're going to enter into, definitely. Basically, so I just wanted to share that, guys, with you. So before you judge something that is different, really think about what you're judging, definitely, and what's happening, what's going on around you, and how things are changing, how our world is changing, and what type of world we're coming into with technology and everything from medical technology and evolution. For those people that believe in God, if you believe God created man in his own image, I hate to tell you, who says it's not God changing their inner gender? We don't know that. You can't put a judgment on that. You can't say if he is or if he isn't. If he is, he's got his reason. It doesn't make him sick. He created us to begin with. He can recreate us at any point in time. So think about that. And that is perfectly all right. There is nothing wrong with that. Definitely. I've like I said, I'm not much. I don't preach that kind of stuff. I got out of religion a long time ago, but a lot of religious churches. So I hate to agree with this, but yeah, like they say, God works in mysterious ways. And who are we to judge his plan? Or what he wants to do with people. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out strongly. I hope I didn't put that out too strongly. Being on YouTube, that kind of stuff like that. I would have done this on TikTok, but how many haters would actually jump on in there, shoot their 2 cents in, definitely where it don't belong, definitely. But yeah, but those are the way. This is the way our world is going, and how it's changing. And it's always every day. It is scientifically or evolutionarily changing it. Just let you guys know, before I actually share this stuff, I do study stuff on the internet. I do research, so I do my research and I do my studying, definitely. So that way, like, to help you understand, give you a bit of an education lesson on that, definitely. We're not, guys. We're not in the 1950s or 60s anymore, guys. Definitely, we're in a new world order, or coming into a new world order. We've gone through generation from generation to generation to generation. We are aware that these times are going to come. These times were going to come. That kind of stuff like that, because this is what it was foretold. In every denomination's Bibles, books, whatever, stone tablet where it originally started from, goes back to ancient times. It was all prophesied, definitely, by a man by the name of, what's his name, Nicodemus, or Natural Thomas, whatever the fuck his name is. Definitely. The guy between him and King James of Scotland, the King James Bible, the guy that was burning all the witches. But yeah, the real prophet of Christ. He was a hypocrite. Definitely. I hate to tell you that, but yeah, he was the real devil because he used to pass during I'm not gonna get into it, but he wrote a book on demonology and witchcraft and everything else like that. He was the real witch that was accusing people because skin different color generations ago and that kind of stuff like that. He was burning people for being witches, definitely accusing them because they spoke a different language or, to him it was devil language, whatever. He was a religious nut. Definitely, he was a total fucking Nazi. That's how the fucking Nazis started. Hate to tell you that. But we're not gonna go that route because I don't want to offend any German people in Germany because I got friends that are German nationality. I got a little bit of it in myself too. So like I said, I know my mom's father was German. I'm not gonna go there again. Like I said, he passed on a long time ago. But my mom went in like 2017, but I'm not gonna get hooked on that. But yeah, I just wanted to share basically the way we're going, and a lot of people don't understand are understanding the science change of it, or the technology change of stuff. So basically, guys, you cannot restrict any human being from no matter who or what they identify as from using any public washroom facility. It's actually illegal. If they want to go in and take a piss or a shit, they have every right to. They have to relieve. They're human. They have to relieve themselves. Like they eat. Like everybody else does. Mind your fucking business. More or less. Like, don't be assholes and say, oh, they can't use public facilities. That's all bullshit. That's racism. If you look at it, they're not harming anybody. Like, holy crap. They pay, they're good paying customers at the restaurants when they're up and operating. They hold pretty good jobs like everybody else. They pay their taxes like everybody else. And like I said, so they have as much rights to like everybody else. If they're paying government taxes, they're paying, they're holding jobs. They're Canadian or American citizen or whatever country they live in. Doesn't matter who they are, what they identify them, or what the pronouns are. You legally cannot ban them from a public fucking washing facility. It's actually for any establishment to do that or anybody to do that. That's actually considered illegal. That's a hate that in Canada and the US, that is considered a hate crime right there. If you reject the trans community from using a public washroom, you can actually be charged and taken away for that, because it's in their rights. They're human. They hold jobs. They have to relieve themselves. They have to go to the washroom. They don't have to put up with racist, transphobic people. Definitely. And they have every right to sue those transphobic people for denying them their rights. Definitely. That's what you guys got to watch out for. Definitely. Because they're going to give you one swift kick in the head. Definitely. That or something's going to hit you in the face. Definitely. For that. Like that is totally ridiculous what I see on TikTok, the way people act and that kind of stuff like that. Or what they say. Totally. Now that is totally wrong. Like where I live, here in Ontario. They live among us. They work among us. They come to the fair. We don't reject them from using the public washroom. And if we catch anybody doing that, the police are automatically called, and that person's dealt with, charged, and possibly arrested. Definitely, for committing a hate crime. Totally. And possibly will serve time for being prejudiced or racist towards that individual, definitely, and harassment at that. And also, like I said, guys, respect the differences around you totally. I just wanted to share that. Like I said, I used to be a self advocate for People's First in Peterborough, Ontario, and that kind of stuff like that. And I know what people go through, especially people with physical disabilities sometimes go through, and that kind of stuff. I know they went through this. They were going through the same. They had the same. They ran into the same problems and issues, harassment issues that even LGBTQ goes through every day. Same with the trans community. Some of these physically disabled kids have gone through the same crap with the same type of racist, disabled phobic people, tosticated people that have got jealous problems or just want to hate on people because they're different. And definitely, so like I said, I just wanted to share that. So that way the people that are on TikTok, they're doing those kind of videos. Before you publish those kind of videos, you might want to think twice before posting them. Definitely, and what your message is. Oh, there goes my brush. Really, what you're doing to these people. Definitely, how you're hurting them, and you're acting like you're king fucking shit, and you're not. Definitely. Good, fixed it. But yeah, I just wanted to put that point across totally. On that, usually, again, this is not a shout out. It's not a call out. This is just basically addressing issues. Definitely, the way, kind of just by the way people's attitude, the way how bad people are getting on TikTok and that kind of stuff like that. I know there's good people on there, but yeah, if you guys are watching, like, really listen up, pay attention. Definitely. Cut that bullshit out. Definitely. It's not called for. Everybody's different for a reason. They have, it's their rights to be who they are. Definitely. Or what they identify themselves as. Definitely. Maybe some of these transphobic people, I think we should ban them from the public washrooms and see how they like it. Definitely. Tell them that they can't piss and shit in the public toilet, and see how long they'll put up a stick shit. Definitely. I think that's what the trans community should start doing. Definitely. People that are going to be prejudiced, racist towards them, do back to them that they do to you. The Bible does say that. Do unto others as you had to have them do unto you. Definitely. So these homophobic, transphobic people, if the transgender community decides they're gonna protest and lock up the bathroom, have the bathroom washroom doors locked up, and won't let you use them. That's that. Hey, I laughed my fucking ass off at you guys. Definitely. Maybe you'll learn to shut your fucking mouth and let them use the public washroom, and without giving them a stink or a problem. Definitely. Because I can see that day coming up totally. Definitely. And you'll see all these super straights come out. All these super straights are going to come creeping out of the back alleys, and they're going to be so pissed off. Definitely. And maybe they'll smarten up and stop their cyberbullying. Definitely. I couldn't say it any better. I could not say it any better. Definitely. That would actually be funny to see that. Make sure I get front row tickets. Definitely. To see that live. Definitely. But yeah. That's what I said. You got to watch it because, like I said, Carmelita's a bitch. She'll kind of kick you in the face when you least expecting it. And during these times, yes, I can actually see that happening. I tell you, I would be surprised if I start seeing videos. I laugh. I start seeing videos like that on fucking TikTok. I would. I definitely. I'd be set. I'd see. I watch them all the way through, anyways. I did get one hell of a fucking laugh. Totally. Let these transphobic people and homophobic people get the taste of their own fucking medicine. Fire right back at them. Definitely. It'll deserve them right. Maybe it'll smarten them up. Maybe they'll start breaking down and bawling their fucking eyes out when they go through what they've put the trans community through, or the LGBTQ community through. That all of a sudden they start putting all these super straight people through it. Give them a taste of their own fucking medicine, so they can see themselves clearly on what they're doing to other people. I know the CMHA or the disability people would do that. Would fire right back at them with their own medicine. Definitely, they wouldn't give a two shits. So what you do to them, yes, they're going to do back to you. It's actually biblical. That is actually biblical. Do unto others as you do unto them. So what they do back to you, you must have done to them first. Definitely. To get it back at you. Definitely. And guess what? It's biblical. Like it or not. But yeah, I tell you, I can't wait to see that. Sit back and watch, start seeing those kind of TikToks come across my For You page. I laugh. I sit there and have a hell of a laugh at that one. I tell you. Maybe some of these transphobic people will learn not to be so transphobic or homophobic. Definitely. Towards people that are different, if they get their taste of their own fucking medicine back, definitely. And maybe they'll smarten up, definitely, because when it comes down to the Canadian Mental Health or the CMHA, that's what they do, or the schizophrenics do. What people do to them, the schizophrenics are not afraid to do right back. Definitely, they've been doing that for years. They don't need no COVID-19 to straight back at you. Definitely. Or to humiliate the fuck out of you. I tell you, Arkin Industries, oh yeah, they'll do whatever you do to them, they'll do right back to you. They don't give a shit. They're gutsy. They don't care if they're breaking any laws. They don't give a shit. They will do right back to you that you do to them. Whatever you dish out, they'll throw back in your face. Totally. They're not afraid to do it. Definitely. I know the city I grew up in that they weren't. Definitely. And if you sit back, it's actually, I know it's not funny, but I couldn't help laughing. Definitely. I thought it was fucking funny. And the other side getting all ticked off and pissed off, and then they're crying their eyes out that they're apologizing because they're breaking down because they can't handle what they dished out to begin with, and they're getting the taste, and yet they're getting the taste of their own medicine. They're going back in her face. Definitely, they get pissed off. They get offended. Totally. Yeah. So, think twice before you start messing with somebody that's different. Definitely, no matter, even if they're crazy, or definitely trying to mess with the crazy people. I'll tell you, because they'll make you look dumb and stupid and crazy. Because they'll throw back at you that you dished out. They're not afraid to do it. Definitely. Too bad I didn't have any popcorn when I see it when I start seeing these videos come across the TikTok nowadays. Definitely. Man, well, that's some entertainment. I tell you, I won't have to go down to the local comedy club. I'd be like, told you so. But yeah, so there's basically, guys, there's an example. There's a word of encouragement there for you, definitely. Um, how to basically one point is respect people that are different, guys. People are meant to be different for a reason. Definitely. Um, but yeah, I'm not gonna spend too much time because I know because everything that I discuss on YouTube, I know eventually there is a related for you pay for you video that ends up on the for you page automatically. It ends up on my for you page relating to what I just said on YouTube an hour ago. Definitely. Or some type of video comment, anyways. If they're watching you, if they're all on YouTube watching, definitely. But yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to make that point clear. Totally, guys. Definitely. Basically, it doesn't hurt to respect people because they're different. Definitely. Don't be disrespectful. That kind of stuff like that. And don't sit there and say, why are you wearing this? Why are you wearing that? It's none of your business the way somebody chooses to dress up what they wear on their back. Definitely. Clothes is clothes. I'll tell you, I don't care if men, nowadays men wear dresses. It's clothing. It covers your body. That's all that matters. At least you don't have people streaking and running around in their Sunday school suits. I don't mean physical suit from head to toe. I'm talking about the way you come in this world with nothing. But yeah. And that kind of stuff like that. So I just want to make that clear. So definitely. But yeah, welcome on in. I don't. I'm not about. I got no follow. I never get followers on YouTube, anyways. I get them all on TikTok or Beagle. Definitely, I will. I will try to do a Beagle session tonight, guys. Definitely. But I will pick up on. Getting back into the kind of the party mode again, guys. Definitely. Now, only thing with the party mode definitely is on Beagle, guys. I cannot have my alcohol on Beagle. Definitely, because you can't drink alcohol on Beagle. You can't even eat with a fork and knife on Beagle. You can't smoke. Again, like I said, guys, I'm not just let you guys know I'm a non-smoker. I don't smoke, but people that are on Beagle that do, you're not allowed to smoke marijuana, a bong, nothing, not even a cigar, a cigarette, nothing on Beagle. Beagle will boot you off. But yeah, just to keep you guys advised that with that particular platform, and it's 18 and over, definitely. But yes, I will still be on TikTok, guys, because TikTok's the only place that we're basically, if I'm live on TikTok, I can have a few beers, I can have a glass of whiskey, pop, or I can drink straight whiskey from a bottle, whatever. TikTok doesn't mind it. But or Facebook doesn't mind it, but Facebook, you're not allowed to have music. YouTube, definitely, you're allowed to have music, but so much of it before they count you down. Something like that. And your clock counts down quicker, definitely, on YouTube if you're using music material. It's more complicated to post, but they will allow you to post it. Now, Facebook will not allow you to have music at all. Definitely. It's not licensed it does not hold a copyright license like YouTube and TikTok does, or other platforms may have, or Clapper or whatever. Skype, Twitch, or Twitter, I never even heard of Clapper before. This is the first time I've ever heard it. But I've heard of Zoom. That's really old, but I've never ever heard of Clapper. Like there's a lot of new ones coming out, like Clapper, Up Live, that kind of stuff like that. But yeah, again, I sorry guys, I cut myself shaving there this morning, but that's okay. It's a bit of a scar, but it'll go away. Thank you guys so much for tuning on in to those. Well, since nobody's tuning on in anyways, I must have scared everybody off. But it's a good sign that the haunted house is coming back around again. But this time I'm doing the haunted house, guys, all starting in the summertime, starting now in the springtime. I think we're gonna go in, so that way we'll be able to throw in Canada Day. So Canada Day is gonna have a very paranormal, spooky look to it. It's all in fun, guys, entertainment. With the chess games, that kind of stuff like that. Make it kind of celebrate Canada's birthday differently. This year, definitely, because it's cutting through my Haunted Hunters Cabin schedule like it always does, but that's okay. But we're still honoring Canada Day. Red beer for Canada Day, definitely, guys. Again, those, so that way the red beer may not be on Canada Day. So basically, because it's basically Canada Day is going to start after tomorrow. Definitely Haunted Canada Day. We're going to call it Haunted Hunters Cabins. All the Haunted Hunters Cabin stuff, guys, is going to be set up. Definitely. Ready to go after tomorrow. So again, there may be a couple of red beer shows. Watch out for those. The guys love those. Definitely. So basically, guys, I do this all live from at home here, guys. Definitely, I'm safe at home. There's no other people around me. There's nobody visiting here, that kind of stuff like that. To join on in this year, definitely. Like I said, the Optimists at the park, the Optimist park celebration may or may not be back this year, guys. I can't count on that for sure. Have no idea what their guidelines are for that, if they're going to run it, but with for only so many people, or if it's going to be like last year. They're going to have one big cancel out, like last year. Same with the fair. We don't know yet what's going on. Definitely. So we're just again basically tuning into the radio to see what they are basically what they're doing. Maple Magic so far usually would be about starting right about now. Technically, I guess there's no Maple Magic again this year. So if there's no Maple Magic again this year, there'll probably be no Canada Day again this year. There'll be no Village Fair again this year. We'll have to see. I haven't heard any different. Totally. But yeah. That'll be 2 years in a row. Definitely. And they start preparating from year to year to year, from previous years. So, like I said, so I've not heard any different myself. So, we have to see. This year is probably going to be like 2020, guys. Nothing, definitely. So it's good that I'm doing these shows, guys, for you guys, definitely. Just to fill in that spot, because everything now is done at home, social media. I am not allowed to. Like I said, I have not. I've asked a couple times if they wanted and both of them actually wanted their symbol advertised on here for my shows or be part of it. They had both said no. That's understandable. That's respectable. So. I cannot show any Optimist symbol, the Optimist Club symbol or Rotary symbol, guys. I do apologize for that. So technically, guys, they're not a part of what I do for Celtic Gypsy Warriors. They're not a part of it. So until they decide, they say yes, they want to be a part of it, or they want their symbol patronized, David, in the video. then yes, you'll see it. But if not, we have to keep that kind of under respect. We cannot put it up anywhere in the room, definitely. For this live feed, anyways. So Celtic Gypsy Warriors, we've got our own symbols, definitely, that we're going to put up. I'm going to show you that in a minute. That I always put up, if I can find it. Now it's just North Pagan, but that kind of stuff like that. So also too, what I have as my tattoo is also one of our symbols as well. It's the Celtic Indigenous tattoo, guys. That is actually tattooed to me, and I'm the same with my wolf one. Again, guys, Celtic Gypsy Warriors, guys, symbol that you guys are going to see. That is definitely going to be going up somewhere or sewed on somewhere. Maybe I will do some sewing. Definitely. I will do some type of sewing to see if I can sew these on something, because usually they stick on. See the Velcro? This one is... Okay, that's going to be sewn. So again, see the Velcro? Oh, that's upside down. So you guys can see, there's your Celtic Gypsy Warriors symbol. Definitely. There's that one. There's this one that everybody's familiar with. So again, these are what we are going to adopt these as being Celtic Gypsy Warrior symbols. Nice, good satanical ones. They're going to go up on the. They stick perfectly. Don't need a sew. Definitely. So you guys are going to be able to see that. Definitely. So basically, guys, this is the designs we're going to go for Celtic Gypsy Warriors, because we do gothic stuff of the paranormal, supernatural, ghost story, legends, that kind of stuff like that. We've got the haunted house that goes on. These fit in perfectly, guys. Awesome stuff. So that's basically how we're going to set that up. We have spiritual communication nights as well, guys. Definitely be 18 and over for that, guys. Definitely. Sometimes it depends on the night. We let the night take its own course. We have what you call sometimes we see actual spirits moving around in here. Definitely, even with this being a replicancy. Tomorrow I am going to start getting out all the Halloween stuff. Go through all the Halloween stuff. It's all going to go up. Again, I'm going to go through, map it out, definitely where stuff is to go. If you guys have any ideas, feel free to jot them down in the comments or comment later. Definitely. And that, again, I got the village. I gotta get small cemetery pieces for there, for the little village, because that's the first model village I have that has no cemetery. Definitely. So we gotta throw in a cemetery in there, definitely, guys. I gotta put a graveyard in there, definitely a small one, nice one. I don't have the pieces for one. I can build one from hand, but I don't know how to build those kind of things. Some things I know how to build, some things I don't. Some things are just more complicated. That kind of stuff like that. Again, guys, for this Halloween, guys, for Haunted Hunter's Cabin, there is going to be an actual upside down cross that I'm going to make, and that's going to go upside. I'm going to make a cross, and it's going to go up on the wall, upside down, somewhere in here, definitely. So it's all going to be. It's going to really kind of be at a very spooky level. Definitely. Also, too, I'm going to see if my wife can sometime down the road buy me an actual when they start selling the Halloween stuff, when they start bringing that out in stores to sell that, which they will be pretty soon. Definitely. Probably near the middle of August, early September, they will start that. That way she could buy some of those, what you call those artificial gravestone kits. Definitely. That stand up on the floor, and I will find something to stand them up with. Um, I'm gonna turn the camera over here so you guys can see Mr. Scarecrow. He's up. I will probably be wearing the Freddy Krueger costume myself, definitely. A couple times too for the haunted house. So you guys are gonna be kind of loving it. So definitely, guys. We got a lot of cool spooky stuff. Again, we're gonna have the sound effects out and ready. Definitely. So again, non-copyright Halloween music is gonna be on. Also, too, the volume's gonna be off on the TV. There's gonna be the digital fireplace channel, HD fireplace channel on there. I have a backup. I have a Cause fireplace, digital fireplace on DVD that will go in too if need to. Mr. Skullheads, I will be in him as well a couple times for a couple of these platform shows. Definitely. I am going to be looking for some cool audio. Definitely, guys. Looking for some cool background audio like I did last year to kind of bring it up. Yes, Felicia is going to be here again this year for Halloween, guys. Definitely. Show her respect. Don't get rude with her. Definitely. And the Ghost of Pringles Pete, guys, is going to be here too as well. Definitely, because sometimes he'll come poking his head through the door shortly. Definitely. When he starts making his way to the cabin here, definitely. Again, he's now officially Ghost of Hunter's Cabin, because if you guys follow my YouTube channel, you'll see those videos. How he became a Ghost of Hunter's Cabin. He's a Southern Baptist Pringle wholesalesman. Definitely. I've been watching some of the TikTokers on TikTok, and they sound just like him. Definitely, they crack me up laughing. Some of the girls live in the southern states and that kind of stuff like that. Too bad they wouldn't let me let in their pronouns. Let me call them Pringles Pete. They would get offended. Definitely, but that would have been awesome. To even though that they're across the world on social media. Because they've got the accent perfectly, totally, because that's their natural born accent, definitely where they live. But yeah, be on TikTok and do the role of Pringles Pete, definitely. That'd be awesome, guys. Definitely, that would be comical. Totally. So that way we could have like kind of a what you call a ghost jump trend. Create a ghost jump trend from here to there. Definitely for the for the haunted season. Anyways, definitely. That would have been really, really awesome to see. Cool, funny. Definitely. Other than that, I normally do the voices of Pringles Pete myself. Definitely. And that kind of stuff like that. So yes, we're gonna have a couple nights where again 18 plus haunted. Again, the Haunted Hunter's Cabin is going to start after decided to start after St. Patrick's Day, so we can get everything in. We can get everything in, guys. We can get the Haunted Ghost Legends finished. The 6 Gothic Tales finished. We can get that kind of stuff like that. I have a couple nights of those. Definitely, you're gonna see me live a lot more. That kind of stuff like that. Make it really spooky. Make it really good. Remember, 18 and plus, guys, because like I said, Hunter's Cabin is very spooky. Any paranormal supernatural ghost legend will fit. Definitely. That kind of stuff like that. The digital fireplace will be set up as scheduled. I'm gonna clean this table off. I'm gonna get this karaoke machine working. Now I gotta buy myself a new crystal ball because mine, like I said, mine broke. Definitely, I get a new one. Hopefully, sometime down the road, gives my wife some time to buy me the water speakers, so that way, again, it'll bring up the strobe lighting. Definitely. So that way, I can change the speakers on here. Definitely for you guys. So that way, get it really, 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 really pumping up here, getting it really pumping and going, definitely. So that way, it looks really, really good on on all different platforms. I don't have the black hair. I'm not intending on dyeing my hair black ever at all this year, because I've just dyed it back to my natural color, ginger brown. They're both my genetic colors, brown and black. Um, I preferred the ginger brown better than I do the black color, um, because it's the way my hair. Ginger brown is my natural hair color from when I was a child, and then after that it went black as I got older. So I wanted I wanted to go back to my ginger brown, definitely. Um, so I'm gonna keep it this color, even if it starts fading out. I'm gonna run fresh dye through it all the time. The ginger brown, because I know where to get it. Definitely, keep it fresh. No gray hair on this head. I'll tell you. I don't tolerate gray hair at all. I don't find it sexy. It's old and ugly. Definitely. Forever young, and I'm 40. Like I said, I'm okay because my hair's never ever went gray, which I'm grateful for. And I'm not gonna put my foot in my mouth either. Definitely. So for my age, for being 40 years old, I am just grateful. I have a young look to me. Definitely, I'm grateful for that. I guess you could say I'm a blessed person for that. Definitely, that kind of thing like that. Just measuring my hair to see how long it is getting before it's ready to go in, before I'm ready to put it into a ponytail. Definitely. There's some shows, yes, I really do apply real makeup. Definitely. Lately, I've been using the filters because, like I said, it's easier and quicker, less work. But yeah, I do go. I sometimes do put on real makeup. I did one New Year's when I was on Vigo. I loved it. I enjoyed it. Especially when I'm doing a karaoke song and dance New Year's Eve show. Definitely. That year, what was it? Dance Monkey went viral that year. It became one of the biggest New Year's songs ever to hit the big time. Because everybody on Beagle was playing Dance Monkey. No matter what chat room you go into, to chat with the people on Beagle, some idiots playing Dance Monkey. Or that or Baby Shark. Never fails. Those were the in the top 10. Definitely for New Year's Eve 2018 going into 2019. I am Beagle. I tell you, what a crazy world we live in. I'll tell you. But I don't know what I gotta. That's why I want to do Beagle this year too for New Year's if I can get it on Beagle, because I want to see what songs are going to be popular this year. Definitely. Is it going to be that one? Your Body's Outlived Your Brain by Johnny Cash, supposedly. You never know. And maybe some of those TikTok audios or personal audios that people have on TikTok, those songs may actually end up going viral this New Year's Eve coming up. I'm surprised it didn't. This last one that just passed when we came into 2021, but I bet you for 2022, I'm not betting no money, but I guarantee it. I think basically the mainly the LGBTQ songs for the LGBT pride parades and that are definitely going to go viral. Definitely coming up going into 2022. That'd be awesome if they do. And we start hearing everybody on Beagle playing those. Definitely. That'd be awesome. That'd be totally cool. But yeah, I just got to find room for stuff here. I got to find my cord because just so you guys can see it, I've got my karaoke machine here. Definitely. It's a nice one, guys, so you guys can see that. It's nice. Gonna put it way over here. I gotta get a stand for it. Chess games are gonna be. I gotta find the other plug for it as well. So it's gonna be all plugged up. So if you guys, basically what I'm going to say, and I've said this to several times to people on TikTok, if you cannot if you're not a horror movie fan, you're not into the paranormal, you're not into supernatural, or if you're too religious for these shows are not for you. Do not come in and watch. Do not follow. Do not leave rude comments. Don't leave negative religious comments. Respect the other commenters because you're going to see anti-religious stuff in this haunted house. I'm going to give you guys a hint now. Heads up. You're going to see satanical stuff in this haunted house. Okay, because this is the way Haunted Hunter's Cabin is about. Okay, it is a paranormal, supernatural ghost legend. Okay, it really once did happen. But it is re-replicated, definitely. Some of the sounds you may hear, sometimes there's a bit of a dark Haunted Hunter's Cabin challenge. Usually we used to do that outside, go to different places. We're not doing that this year because of the pandemic we were just through. So now we're doing everything basically from in here, re-replicating everything. So there's not going to be any outside clips. Normally, like there is, like at the Haunted Tunnel down here, public pathway or the Grey Goose Trail that's open to the public. That you can go walk down anytime you want. Go on a night hike after dark and go through past the cemetery and that kind of stuff. I had to get those clips. But we can't do it because everything's kind of locked down during the pandemic. So I'll be right back in a minute, guys. I just wanted to show you. Ow! Hit my kneecap. That there's going to be. So you've seen some things so far, guys, on TikTok where we're going to be in the dark with lit candles, sensors. We're going to do that again. I do that responsibly, guys. So, like I said, guys, I know how to do these shows responsibly at a responsible level. So I just if I have to leave the room for any little thing, I automatically put them out. I do things at a very safe level. So, everything. So these shows go as scheduled and goes well. So basically, guys, sometimes I won't always be able to see the comments. So I really need other people that are enjoying it to really watch the comment bars, the comments coming through. And if you guys see any negative comments being written down by people, don't get rude back. Basically kick them out. That's all. Or video stitch them later on it. You got my permission. Totally. So that kind of stuff like that, right back directly under their video. definitely, if you see anything like that, it's definitely. I'm just mainly focusing on if I'm on TikTok, happen to be if it's a night where I'm on TikTok, that kind of stuff like that. So I don't. Once I go into the haunted house, guys, I don't always see what's going on around me. Definitely are in the comment bars because it's too dark in here. Lights are totally dimmed down. Both lights will be out. Definitely. Hey, I'm gonna screw the light bulbs so my wife cannot turn those on. Definitely. In the middle of a haunted house like she does most years and ruin it. So, oh yes, I was going to show you Mr. Scarecrow. I kind of just put him up. Where is he here? This way. That's TV. Oh. No, we can't see him. Next time I'm on TikTok, guys, I will show him to you. I can't pick him up here. Maybe I can. Maybe. There he is. See? There he is, guys. Definitely. So, Haunted Library is slowly going to be set up. I'm doing caution tape different this year, guys. I have to starting this year. Definitely than I've done it most years. So again, like I said, it has to all be done differently, put up differently. I can't put it up the way I'm used to putting it up. Definitely. If I do, I have to do it all different. So like I said, I'll have to do things totally at a different, display it totally differently. And that, so is probably going to be tied around something. The lamp's going to come out. Now the homemade stuff people are going to be made up. Definitely, they are going to come out. Not those I don't have to make up till September. Those people will not come out till September. The ones that I have, the homemade stuff, spend time to stuff up. If I have any of those, they will be done in September. Definitely. Near the end of August, early September is before we go into Thanksgiving. In October, they'll be set up, definitely made up and set up. So that's giving my wife some time to buy some parts and that kind of stuff. Maybe some more scarecrows. Maybe I don't have to do all. If she can buy these scarecrows up as much as she can, then I don't have to worry about. It'll be easier. I don't have to worry about self-stuffing them anymore. All I have to do is just dress them up. Definitely. And throw a mask over their face or something. But yeah. Just showing you how that's all going to come together, guys. Definitely. Also back here, it is, again, the Haunted Library was kind of closed in last year. It was kind of small. This year it is bigger. The coffee area back there will be set up too as well. I am also still in the process of looking to buy a table, so you can actually see me sitting at it, having coffee and anyways, like actual table, put stuff on. Hang on a second, guys. I'm live. Publicly on YouTube. So that's how that's gonna work. So you guys can see, again, I move out of the way. You guys can see a bit of the village back there. Can't see the whole thing. Lily, I'm live, sweetie. But yeah, so basically, that's how we're setting that up this year, and how, like I said, how it's bigger. I'm also gonna have the other room set up this year too as well. in my wife's movie room. So things are going to be spread up. The tree is going to be, actually the tree over here, guys, is going to be decorated with Halloween stuff too as well. It is actually going to be looking good. Definitely. And the chess games will be starting probably soon as well. So, you know, I'm going to have to do a lot of heavy bending over to play chess, but that's okay. Hopefully I get a good top size table, fold up table top size, good top size, a fold up table at some point. So I can actually sit there like this and play chess without bending over all the time. It'd be kind of cool. And also to have a bit of a coffee lounge going as well back there, definitely. So guys, there's now what I wanted to do, I can't do. I don't have good artistry skills to make up stand-up cardboard castle doors and walls that you actually can stand up, that you can portably store. I don't have good artistry skills for that, and that's a lot of extra work. I got time to do that, but again, a good sized cardboard box, a couple good sized cardboard box with kind of some nice kind of gray paint or black paint, whatever, or marker, one of the two, pencil crayon even. I don't know. We're looking at a lot more work and that kind of thing. That's what I would have wanted to do this year, totally. But yeah, or no, not castle, but sorry, not cat. I'm not thinking castle. What you call castle display, but more like a cabin display than anything. So that's why I said I'm going to do the little table size cabin from an old bookshelf, definitely. That I will be working on probably soon, probably tomorrow night even, or no, not tomorrow night, definitely, with being St. Patrick's Day the next night, definitely. And that, so I have to wait a while before I can go on Beagle, guys, definitely. So there's no disruption or any walking around behind me. That's another thing with Beagle is different than TikTok. Beagle does not allow extra people on your Beagle channel, apparently, because they consider it to be third party usage automatically. And Beagle definitely does not allow children on your live stream under the age of 18. They're very strict on that. You know, it's not like TikTok where you see people with their kids on there and that kind of stuff like that, or YouTube or Facebook. With Beagle, it is a very strict problem. It is definitely 18. It's definitely 18 plus. So everybody in the background, if there's other people in the background, automatically, if they don't have an account with Beagle automatically says that it's considered third party. I don't know why, but they do. They can ban you. If you have any kids under the age of 18 years of age, if you're on Beagle and there's kids that walk across your Beagle camera set while you're live on Beagle, you can be banned. It is very strict policy because everything is strictly 18 and above. Definitely. Beagle's very, very, very strict for that. Be advised, if you guys ever get on Beagle, is to really thoroughly read. That's why I said every platform is different. It's got different policies, different rules, regulations. I think it is because Beagle has more gambling rooms than anything, or dance rooms. So TikTok is not a Las Vegas kind of online ab type thing, so like Beagle is, because Beagle's got all the Las Vegas dancers and everything on there. I tell you, it's got all the game rooms, it's got all the casino rooms, it's got all the different private chat rooms. It's totally 18 and above. Beagle is. It's actually a lot of fun. Definitely, guys. Totally. it's not like TikTok where you can kind of join in, kind of, a duet with just one person at a time. Beagle, oh yes, you guys, you can, if you're live on Beagle, you can go into a chat room where you can have 12 video windows going, and you can talk to 12 people or 13 people at the same time or more. It's way different. It depends on how you set up your live. If you set up your live to let people come up and join you, or you can set it privately so nobody comes up and you can even, if you want to lock people out from jumping up and talking to you, you can lock them out. You can lock the seats. So definitely, feel free to, guys, join me on Beagle if you can. Even TikTokers, the more and more TikTokers that are on TikTokers, if you're old enough to go Beagle, come join me on Beagle, guys. Definitely. We can actually, you can get into more of a video chat than anything. Same if I'm doing the DJ nights or whatever like that. There's also a live house. If you like singing karaoke, there's an actual live house room you can go into and sing karaoke. Definitely. Into a live house room online from your own living room. So really, it is really awesome, guys. Definitely. It is got, but again, make sure, you guys, you are 18 and above to get on Beagle, to apply for Beagle. Beagle will just not accept you. Definitely. If you live in the States, you want to become a paid host, you will get accepted, no problem, by the judges of Beagle. If you live here in Canada, you're not going to become a paid host because, like I said, you have to go through an employment creator fund stuff that only the States offers. They don't offer here, which sucks, because it'd be nice for people, our Canadian people, to get that. Even if, I'm not capable of going that high up into it. The ones that are, definitely, you do well. But if you don't live in the States, no, then you're not going to go that far into social media or that high up. Definitely. So it is just the way, kind of, and it has its families on there too as well that you can belong to, that kind of stuff like that. Now the last one, now they changed the name. I don't know what they changed it to. It was the Canadian Snipers. I just was on there and I seen that they changed their name. Definitely. But they're not Canadian Snipers anymore. There's something else. But yes, there was that the one lady that ran that up was it lives in BC, British Columbia, and her friend that got her going on that group. The group actually came. The online group actually was connected to Sydney, Australia, to her friend in Sydney, Australia. That kind of stuff like that before Canadian District picked it up online. It originally started in Australia, the Australian Snipers. So, like I said, that is, we were kind of what you call online. We were kind of joint with Australia, definitely. And you can hold meetings, everything else like that, with 12 people or more, that kind of stuff like that. You can register your own family on there voluntarily, get people to join, that kind of stuff like that. You can do that. It is very, very awesome. There's different scheduled PKs you can go into. If you lose, you get tears come down your face. It's funny. It's a lot of stuff. But you guys, you got to be 18 and above, definitely, to be on there. Like I said, I've been on there for a long time. I just took a break, is all I did, more or less. And then, but like I said, I'm slowly going to go back to it. But like I said, guys, I'm still going to be on TikTok. I'm still going to be on YouTube. I've got time now since I'm at home a lot more. So like I said, it is, because we can't go anywhere in the pandemic anyways. We're stuck at home. Might as well go live on these different platforms. But yeah, so awesome, guys. Definitely, that's giving you kind of basically what kind of platform that is. Definitely, everybody's welcome to apply for it. Make sure that if you do apply for Bigo, guys, you are 18 and above. Definitely. You can install it just like you do TikTok. Just look up BIGO, Bigo Live, and you just put get it. It's free. You download it. In our district, I got to pay for everything that I use, but some areas totally they don't have to. But you can get on there, guys. Doesn't matter who you are, what you identify yourself as, what your pronouns are. None of that. Make sure you guys are of age, 18 and over. And you guys can go on. You guys can enjoy Bigo. That kind of stuff like that. So it is all different. I just wanted to share that. I shared that a couple times. Yes, I live in Wyerton, Ontario, and our mascot is a groundhog. But no, I do not belong to a hamster gerbil groundhog cult, guys. I'm not involved in any of those guinea pig cults going around. Definitely, just so you guys know. That's what I said. Yes, my shows are paranormal, supernatural shows or cultist shows, but they have nothing to do with this guinea pig hacking cult. We're not part of them. And I live in a town where we worship a groundhog. Wow. Every February the 2nd, but that doesn't make us a cult. Probably does. I don't know. Oh well. but again, I have nothing to do with this gerbil hamster groundhog hippie cult going around on TikTok hacking everybody. Definitely I'm not part of that. Definitely. I know they're trying their best to recruit people. No, I'm not gonna fall for that crap. I don't even follow them. Definitely I wouldn't. Because that will harm your account, your TikTok account, or any social media account. Definitely. But yeah. So again, I'm just gonna take a bit of a break. And guys, I will see you guys on Bigo for sure. I'm gonna do a quick show on Bigo. Can I get Bigo started? Now again, platforms may rotate when it goes to Canada today. Since it's going to be the haunt again, we're going to integrate Haunt and Hunter's Cabin into Canada today. I've never done this before, live from my home, so it's totally make it different. Definitely, a lot of it maybe again it'll be more of a comical thing than anything. Definitely, there's going to be stand-up comedy. There's going to be something. There's going to be something for everybody. It's going to be a little spooky. It's going to, again, 18 and above, guys, 18, 19 and above. Yes, this Canada Day, yes, we can start calling red beer Bloody Brewskis because it is going to be Haunt and Hunter's Cabin. And definitely. So again, it's going to be quite awesome, guys. Again, some of these again, a lot of these stuff people are not going to be fully done until October, but till September, October. But if I can get around from making my homemade stuff people and buy enough of these scarecrows, they will be dressed up as different things. So maybe Pringles Pete might be a scarecrow this time instead of a vacuum cleaner, so he gets his wish. Definitely, because he always gets offended because he has to be a stuffed, dressed up vacuum cleaner. Definitely, he don't like that. Hey, don't look at me when it comes down to Haunted Hunter's Cabin. What is my ghost? A video cam. My ghost is a JVC video camera stand. You don't hear me complaining. Pringles Pete, he bitches up a storm because he had to be a vacuum cleaner every single year. A broken down one at that. Definitely. So I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna see when I'm doing my essential shopping, buy a stand-up scarecrow, at least to dress up for him. Definitely. Make him happy. Definitely. It's not every day you make a ghost happy. Definitely. especially when he got a southern accent. He bitches like a southerner. Definitely. What do you expect, Southern Baptist? What do you expect? Never happy. Any hootie. Definitely. Um, but yeah, just I just thought I'd kind of throw that on the table there for you guys. Definitely. Again, like I said, it is Haunted Hunter's Cabin. Like it's these things behind me. They have a mind of their own. Sometimes they get on TikTok, they start singing away. I can't shut them up. Definitely. Like I said, but it's all in fun, guys. It's all in fun. Generally. To me, it's talent. It's way better than having puppets because I don't even have to stick my hand up the ass to move the mouth. That definitely, I just control these things behind me under my breath. Sometimes without moving my lips. It's quite funny, you know. But yeah. That's what I think. That's what draws the people in. Why people like my videos, and it's so comical. Sometimes that's why I said the comedy comes out of me, stuff like that. Especially Canada Day when I'm doing stand-up comedy, or I'm doing a comedy game show. Definitely. Last year I had to do the movie Twilight. Definitely. I have no idea what I'm going to pick on this year yet. Haven't decided yet. Again, if you want to go watch last year's Canada Day 11 home, guys, follow my YouTube channel. Feel free to watch it. Watch the video all the way through. Watch my over the last few years Haunted Hunter's Cabin shows. Definitely tune in to watch those. They're up on my YouTube channel. Now, not all of them could get on there because I couldn't share them all on there, but because I've done too many over the years, I had to open up more and more platforms to make room for my videos because I don't like deleting any of them. Definitely. So again, 18 and above, guys. Nobody under the age of 18. You can be over the age of 18. Nobody under the age of 18. Definitely. No children interaction because this is an adult show. Hunter's Cabin is an adult legend. Even though when I was a little kid, it wasn't supposed to be told to us when I was a kid at summer camp in 1989, 1990. But the legend was introduced to me as a little kid, and it was told by a Catholic priest. It wasn't supposed to be told to us, but because we weren't out of age to really him to be telling us it, but he did anyways. But I'm saying because I'm retelling that story, verbally and visually, but with changing things around, I'm saying. Because with it being the internet, with it being social media, nobody under the age of 18, please. Definitely. Must be 18 and older. And definitely. So that way, you know, and like I said, guys, if you're too religious for this kind of content, guys, adios. Bye-bye. So, like I said, there's gonna be spooky props or whatever. Like I said, don't put your 2 cents in because it don't count. So like I said, guys, keep your rude comments to yourself. If other commenters are giving good comments, like again, there's a lot of more horror movie fans like myself that love this stuff. This is why I do it every Halloween because first of all, I'm too old to go trick-or-treating. I'm not like most adults that live in my community that think it's okay to go trick-or-treating, or single adults that don't have any kids that think it's okay to go trick-or-treating amongst little kids. Definitely, that is definitely not okay. Definitely. At any point in time, they need to really get strict on that age issue. But yeah, they don't enforce it like they do in Toronto. Like every area of Ontario or Canada should be enforcing it. This is why I say, guys, I do this I stopped trick-or-treating when I was 13, 14 years of age. Definitely. I basically, after I got older, went to parties. Um, you know, or when I became of age, drinking age, I went to parties. Now for the trick or treaters, I used to host an outdoor haunted house, um, because I was handing it because I lived in a house. I was handing out candy, um, which now social media came along and encouraged me to go from doing an outside haunted house to doing an indoor haunted house, indoors, just for live social media for YouTube, because I live in an apartment building. You know, trick or treaters can't go to door in an apartment building. They don't allow it. The owners don't. Um, they have to stay to the main street outside. So um, I do an indoor uh, now for live social media like TikTok, for YouTube, for a while on Facebook. I do what you call an indoor haunted house, and definitely for the adults. Or if the adults are going to let the kids watch the haunted house that I put on, guys, definitely, because when I'm frightening kids, make sure that they're with a that they're with and that they are supervised by an adult that is 18 and above. Don't let them watch on their own, because, like I said, it's a haunted house, guys, and the way I do my haunted houses, guys, it's at a Stephen King level or higher. So it will get frightening, totally. Some of the stuff that I bring out for it, definitely. Especially when the briefcase is opened, everything else like that. Especially if we got spiritual communications. Um, we never know. The night spiritually goes its own way, so we never know what's going to happen in the background here. That kind of stuff like that. That's why I said we have what you call spiritual communications. I know it's going to be a hot summer. That's why the homemade stuff, people are not going to be done up, because I need to need the fans to cool off in here, because it's going to be one hell of a hot summer coming up, definitely. So I have to make sure that there's a nice cool temperature in here, definitely. We're keeping it nice and cool, definitely. And that so. I'm going to take a bit of a coffee break, and I'm going to go beagle for a bit. And so I haven't done that for a while. See how that works out. Peace. Because I know it's got its set of trolls too. What app doesn't? Definitely. So, like I said, guys, thank you guys for tuning on in. And we'll catch you guys later. Bye for now. Oh, like we say on Big, bye, Felicia's.